Hello, welcome back to Otreve's 1031. We will first discuss the broad parameters of a Section 1031 exchange. Let's start with the most challenging part of most people who want to do an exchange, and that is the 45-day identification rule. Once you have disposed of your investment real estate, you have 45 days under Section 1031 to identify the replacement property or properties you wish to acquire. This is done in writing to your qualified intermediary. And most important to remember, there is no excuse available for missing the 45 days. If you can't identify property you would like to acquire in 45 days, then your exchange will not be successful. Once you have identified property within the first 45 days, you have the remainder of 180 days, 135 if you waited till the very end, to acquire properties that you identified in the first 45-day period. What does it mean to have identified properties? Well, there are three basic rules that you may use to accomplish a proper identification according to the rules. The first is the easiest to understand. You may identify up to 3 properties of any value that you would like to acquire. The second is the 200% rule. If you would like to acquire more than 3 properties, then you can identify any number of properties so long as the total value of the properties identified does not exceed 2 times or 200% of the property you disposed of. The third and final rule, if you can't meet one of the first 2 rules, is you may identify any number of properties that you would like, but you must acquire 95% of all of the properties you identified. One of the most misunderstood parts of Section 1031 is the requirement to acquire like-kind property. Like-kind property does not have anything to do with the character of the property, but rather how you intend to hold it. All real estate is like-kind to all other real estate, with the exception of your home, first or second, or inventory properties. So you may exchange, under the like-kind definition, a single-family rental for a commercial retail space. You may exchange a cell phone easement for fee real estate. You may exchange agricultural land for rental real estate. So the definition of like-kind is indeed very broad and is not a problem for most folks. The identification rules, once again, do not forget that by the 45th day following your disposition, you must identify unambiguously to your qualified intermediary either 3 properties of any value, any number of properties, as long as their total value does not exceed 200%, or identify a way. But you will have to acquire 95% of everything that you identify. Please like, follow, or subscribe. I look forward to seeing you shortly for more interesting tidbits about investment real estate and Section 1031.